Europe is in the grip of its most extreme drought in decades. Record-breaking heat waves linked to climate change have dried up rivers across the continent and sent water reserves plummeting to historic lows. Scientists have warned that scorching summers and drier winters will likely become the new normal due to human-induced global warming.
Europe's rivers are disappearing. Italy's Po is yet another casualty of the severe drought gripping much of the continent. The river would normally be teeming with tourists. Instead, its drying bed is littered with empty boats. Those living near Italy's longest river say the situation is unprecedented.
I'm young, and I do not remember anything like this. But even the elderly of my village and the villages around here have never seen something like this, never ever.
With the Po relied upon for keeping rice fields like this one irrigated, farmers are warning of devastating consequences for the region known as Italy's breadbasket. Spain is facing similarly dire conditions, with reservoirs falling to their lowest levels since 1995. At this one in Extremadura, the water has receded so far, a medieval bridge submerged decades ago is exposed again. In Catalonia, this 9th century church has also emerged from the depths. With scorching weather predicted to continue, water supplies are set to only dwindle further. Even the notoriously wet UK is facing drought conditions, with the source of the River Thames drying up for the first time since at least 1976, amid record-breaking heat and low rainfall. In France, too, rivers are drying up, like here in the northwest, where the Loire, the country's longest river, has fallen so low in some places it can be crossed on foot. To the east, sinking water levels in the Rhine are threatening not just fish, but the German economy too. The river is a key economic artery, with barges transporting millions of tons of cargo, including coal, oil, and gas each year. But officials are warning that it is set to become impassable for most boats within days, as Europe's drought drags on.
Dry spells, heat waves, and now shrinking waterways. German industry is facing another blow. One of the country's commercial arteries, the River Rhine, is approaching historically low water levels. A number of industrial heavyweights rely on the Rhine to transport goods and raw materials to the North Sea. You can see some of them coming up here. BASF, ThyssenKrupp, the steel producer. Now, significantly lower water levels mean that the companies have to reduce their shiploads. A heavier ship displaces more water, after all. Current capacities for some barges are as low as 30%. One shipping company even reported that it needed 4 or 5 shiploads now to get a full load downstream. The thing is, it could get worse. The Kalb checkpoint near the city of Mainz is an especially shallow point in the river. On Friday, it was nearing a 40-centimeter reference level. That's getting close to being unpassable. Now, for more on this, let's go to Ashutosh Pandey, our correspondent who's standing by the River Rhine in Bonn. There he is. Ashutosh, it looks like it's pretty full from where you're standing. Give me some reference for how low we are right now.
Well, Steve, I'm standing not very far from the middle of River Rhine. Now, just a few weeks back, I would have been underwater. Just to put things in plain words, I would have been underwater. But below me right now, you can see the river bed. You can see pieces of stones, rocks, wood, all exposed now. And on the other side, what I've experienced in the 4 hours that I've spent here is that the number of ships that usually would go on this river have actually come down drastically.
Shalom, beloved brothers and sisters. Shalom, welcome. Thank you for being here. It is good to be here. Please give me a 1 if you can hear me and see me well. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Yes, indeed. We are, give me a second. We are in our 19th days of fasting and praying for the mighty one to give us our land back, our blessing back. Since the Gentiles, they are moving into the curse, and the curse is moving greatly. And the curse is moving with an astonishing speed. The curse is in the midst of them, and there's nothing they can do to stop this. However, we over here, you know what? Stop this out there. No. Try tonight. Oops. Damn it. All right. Sorry about that. However, beloved, we as the children of the mighty one, we must keep on moving forward to the 8K, keep on praying to the brethren in the background, the sister that kept silence. Pray. Okay, the Most High know your heart. He knows your deeds. All right. There are certain things we are going to cover today, certain things we're going to talk about. But before we move forward, which one of you have seen the post on Instagram? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Which one of you have seen that? Oh, boy. Oh, good grief. This thing stick with me all the whole morning. I would suggest you not to go check it out. This is not something that you want to see. Eesh. My whole body, my skin crawl and moving. I've been scratching my nose, brothers. Oh, good grief. No, that monkey ain't no joke, brethren. That monkey ain't no joke. This is no joke. I don't know if the I must say the operators, but the moderators can. They may want to put the link to the Instagram account that we have. I will warn you, you may not like what you see. Thank you for the beloved brother Tritel for sharing this with us. It was too disturbing to put it on YouTube. Of course, if you put it on YouTube, because of the whole Jack Space monkey stuff, they will like say, oh, you're spreading medical misinformation, and they will, just mess up your channel. You can't make this up. You see what they are doing there, brethren? They are not telling the truth. That fellow that we saw, we made the video, that guy that did a little bit more than kissing. The fellow said that he got it by kissing another dude. He did a little bit more than kiss. But one crucial thing that he left out. Anybody saw what he left out? I don't think I posted that, but if you did your research, did you see what he left out? Did you see what he left out? Did you understand what he did? One thing that he did not say. I don't think the nation saw this because they didn't bring it out. Okay. Anybody understand? Nobody. I don't want to confuse the people. You probably did not see it. Yeah, we will touch on the dog too. Okay, the people, you see, you don't know about this because they are hiding. They are not saying what it is, because if they come, they told you this fellow, that guy that was in the video, brother, he said, oh, I caught this, I kissed a dude. He wasn't. You know what this guy is? He's a salami smuggler actor, a well-known salami smuggler actor. He's into the salami smuggling acting thing, making videos. He's well known. Okay, so with all those guys involving in smuggling salami and then film it and post it and stuff, this thing is spreading like a wildfire. He was an actor, a well-known actor in this particular industry. So which proved to them that he did not cut it by just kissing a fellow. We knew this guy was doing something more than kissing. And they showed the picture that he posted with him. You know, he's there's an app out there that's grinding all over. Certain app, they are not shutting that thing down because a lot of those stuff, it's spreading like a lot. Yeah, he's into this thing. Brethren, we cannot say the words or type it in there because YouTube will pick that up. Okay, and then they will like strike my account, they strike my stuff because you said, you know, you said something against certain community. Well, yeah, he's an actor. Why didn't you guys say that this guy's an actor? You know, he's a cowboy, a sheriff. He do wild west film. He do western. He do spaghetti western film. Okay, is that what they call them? Old West movie. He made Old West movie. Okay, he's a well-known sheriff, and then he shoot movie in the saloon by riding other men mechanical bull. You should have said this, and the nation or the people would have understand why this dude get it. You make it seems like this guy, he's some kind of like well-behaved fellow, and then he somewhat went over there, met, you know, give a hug to a dude, give that dude a kiss, and move on. That's not what happened. That there is a reason why, my good sir, that most of this infection was right down his throat and around his exit sign. That's what it was. Don't be sitting there and act like this dude. They make it that fellow, oh my God, feel sorry for me. They make it seems like this dude was just some regular cowboy walking around and shaking people's hand and kiss them and all that. No, sir. When we look at this stuff, we're like, you did way more than kissing, my good sir. You did way more than kissing. Strip throat. That's nah. That's try something else. Okay, so that's what happened. Yes, those people swagger jack the whole civil right. Now the whole civil right is not about black folks now. This thing is straight up about them. Our people, I don't know what it, well, of course we're under a curse, but so I'm not gonna talk about this thing. Now you saw for those of you who saw that the last one, the last one, I will advise you watch with caution. The next one we posted on Instagram, again, beloved, anything on Instagram, forgive me, it's gonna be graphic. It's gonna be graphic. All right. It's gonna be graphic because it's Instagram, man. Come on, you know these things. So it's not doing well upon certain community. They really don't want to say things. Of course, you can cut it, other people can catch it and stuff, but mainly it is in this community, and they don't want to tell the people, well, that's what it is, and stuff like that, and beloved, we will talk about certain things related. I don't like to talk about this thing because the nation, we got a lot of immature people, and I'm gonna get ready for those silly little email, but we will talk about this. Okay, when you are men, when you are a woman out there, now since you are in this particular truth, since you are right now a quote unquote a magician, since you now right now you have this magic waking inside of you, you are much more illuminated, you are much more enlightened than those folks out there. There are certain things that you are going to do differently. Okay. Somebody remind me to talk about the dog that also get it too. Okay, it was transferred from human to the dog, and those two cowboys that adopted two little boys, and they're now going in jail because they were raping them daily. because that's what those people do. People think this thing is like something that they were born. It's something that's what they do. Now, as a man and also a woman, because I this morning I received the beloved sister Pandora. She sent me a text. She was asking me about a plant that we posted and the community page. Okay. And the sister asked, did I ever found the name of the plant? Yes, we did. The reason why I'm saying this, brethren, is because we are dealing with this, and this thing is ridiculous. Okay, I will talk about it at the end of this. This is not gonna be your typical podcast, but this need to be said because we are dealing with this in the nation. Since we are all in this nation, we all grow up. We need to talk about these things because if we don't, it's gonna keep happening. Because now we have a much more elevated mind. We are in a higher frequency, therefore we should behave as such. For instance, yesterday you saw the whole thing about the Most High putting the crown upon the nation, coronation. Therefore, if we've been coronated, we must behave as such. If you're a man out there or a woman out there, you must understand that your house is a holy place. Peace should not be disturbed in your home. If you are a man or a woman out there, a little advice, since I'm a grand advisor, do not lie down with a man in your bed, or do not sleep with the man out there. Do not lie or bring a outside woman in your bed where you rest your soul. There's a reason why they build hotel, motel, and other places. Never bought a man, a woman, and put this man and this woman on your bed and do the mighty deeds with them. If you are a man out there, you keep sleeping with a bunch of women and you're bringing them in your home, they will leave energy in your home. They will leave energy in your house. So does the women. There are certain men out there, specifically one brother, two or three brothers we are dealing with in the nation. There are certain women you slept with. You are effed up for life. There are certain men you let access to the back of your portal. You are effed up for life. When you are a man, an adult, when you're a woman, an adult, you have met another person, of course. You go down, you invite this person. If something that needs to be happening, it cannot happen in your car and in your bed. When you go to sleep, your energy stay on this bed. When you take this woman or this man, if you're a woman, you brought him or her inside of your home. You keep doing whatever that you're doing. This person, if this person have quote unquote some kind of horrible and terrible things on him and on her, or a guillon, it will transfer to you. That's why some of you were doing pretty well. Then you slept with this person, and that person transferred their negative onto you and stole your positive. When you're in this life, you have to be extremely careful who you lay down with. A woman is a receiver. The woman is the natural black hole. You know what a black hole does? Anybody understand what a black hole does? The woman receive, the man give. A black hole literally suck up. Not even light can escape a black hole. It sucked everything. It's a vacuum. You as a woman, you can suck up things. Careful what you're sucking in. Be extremely careful what you're absorbing and put inside of you. When you are getting intimate with the men, and the men you're getting intimate with the woman, the liquid, the secretion, the sperms is very important. both of your body become one. Whether this person is your wife or your husband, a hookup, one night stand, it doesn't matter. You become one. Therefore, her energy become yours, yours become hers. If you're a woman, you go lay down with this, this street Negro, because we are dealing with this in the nation. We have a sister, beautiful sister, smart, finished college and all that. She was doing well and stuff like that. She get into some stuff and then she lie down with the street Negro. Now she trapped with this Negro. Everything that she touched turned literally into poop. That's why some of you women are effed up for life, because you lie down with a man, you absorb what this man has. That's why some of you men, you're effed up, because you lie down with a woman that you shouldn't be lie down with, because her energy, she transferred the energy onto you. You give, since you're the giver, you gave her all your life. You gave her your star, your sun, and she gave you back the darkness. And now all your light went into this woman. Whatever that you touch, it just, you can't, you work all the time. You ain't got nothing. You get into a lot of things are happening to you. You get arrested. You get into things that you weren't getting. For instance, some of you may have encountered this situation. Some of you heard about it. You have this young girl. You have this young boy, this teenager in your house. They were doing pretty well. Good kids. You raised them. You know your child is a good child. Then she started dating. Thank you, beloved, the Faotis. Then she started dating. Then she lie down with this dude. He transfers something onto her. Your daughter come home. She become rebellious. We are dealing with this in the nation now, brothers. She's acting weird. She become that independent because she absorbed whatever rebellious garbage or whatever spirit that man had. The same thing go for that cute little boy that you have in your house, your son. And she get into this. He get into this with this girl and stuff like that. And then this young woman is out there doing all sort of things, lie down with all sort of men, and she absorbs, suck up all those energy and push all of them in your son. And then your son come back home. Next thing you know, he didn't smoke. Now he's smoking. He didn't drink. Now he's drinking. Not to say smoking and drinking is a bad thing, but for the sake of this argument, for the sake of this demonstration or talking, he started to hacking out because he absorbed, he gave his blessing and things suck up onto him. Now, we as the nation, we are the children of God. When we were living together, we sleep with each other, there weren't no problem because we were all into one vibration. Our people were vibrated high. It wasn't an issue. That's why some of our men have, in the book of Numbers, I believe a Levite, he had 36 or 34 children, multiple wives, because we were in the same context. The Gentiles wasn't there. Once the Gentiles came in, they came with their curse. They brought the curse unto us. They put their curse unto us. When we drain unto them, we absorb their curse and they absorb our blessing. Therefore, they get the land, they get our culture, we get their debt, we get their curses, we get everything. That's why they keep you away from them. You stay in the ghetto, I stay in my suburb. You ride that bus, you ride this bus. That's why they don't want you nowhere close to them, because they understand energy transfer. They give us all the horrible and terrible bad habits, and then now you have them. That is why the Most High tell our men, don't go into the women, because if you go into the women, she will suck up your stuff and give you back. Dust for the women. You go onto them men. That's how some of you lie down with one of them men, you effed up from life. For life. You broke. There's nothing you can do. The same thing go for our children too. When they get molested by a molester, which is our people, they love to protect the molester. It's one thing that our people do. They love protecting the molester and humiliating the victim. Your son, he is supposed to be with another woman. You know damn well that guy that you brought into the house did something to him. But because of your backwarded lust for this fellow, you ignore, you deny, you neglect what happened to your son. This guy did, and now he's all over the place with a giant cowboy hat in his head. And then you're like, I don't know what happened to him, because this guy transfers spirit unto him. The same thing go for the little girls. You let your little daughter hanging out with a bunch of gang twerking and all that, and then they transfer spirit. You as a woman, you as a man, you get intimate with a woman. For instance, I am a man. I get into contact with a woman. Next thing you know, there's a third party there. You don't get involved with this, man. There's a third party. There's another dude there. Oh, are you interested in the ménage à trois? I don't know those people. I don't know what kind of spirit that I'm getting from this. Why am I saying this? Why am I bringing that, beloved? Because we are dealing with a lot of stuff right now. Because the sister asked me, what is the name of this plant that I posted? Okay. And the plant is called Emperor's Candle. Are you familiar with candlesticks or Christmas stick plants? And then I explained to the sister, this one was given unto us. The masters gave them because we have people in the nation that are dealing with genital herpes. Some of our people were children, and they were touched. This thing transferred to them when they were children. It's ridiculous, and this thing has no cure to the Gentiles, but we do have it. So I was sending to the multi because I talk about the herpes. I show the video. Now you met this person, of course. This person looks clean, and then you go lie down with this person. That person transfers something onto you. Now you cannot get rid of it. It's the same thing spiritually. You go lie down with this person. You don't know what kind of spirit you get. That person puts something on you. Not Big Levi cannot get. Not even Sensei or the masters can get it on. Be extremely, that is if you're in this type of life, brothers. That is if you're in the midst of us, you're elevated. There are certain things you don't bring in your house. You don't give everybody money. If you have someone in your life that keep begging you, this person always borrow money, stop giving to this person. And if you're giving to this person, give it with the left hand. Don't throw it to him though. Whether you're in the street, don't throw anything to the poor or something, always giving it. Don't receive anything through the windows. If you're, for instance, some of you have a window, somebody give you something, you open the window and get it. Don't do the things like that. Okay? I know this sound all superstitious, but we're going to have to stop doing those things, man. Okay? We're going to have to stop. There are certain people, do not ever bring somebody in your, there's a reason why they have a hotel and motel. Spend a little money and go there. Beloved, we have to be serious about this. There's so much. Somebody's out there is doing this on purpose. Someone is out there spreading this thing on purpose. And a lot of people, I'm doing the research, brothers. I thought like I was traumatized when I was in high school. I am now traumatized. And you know what they do right now? They make this thing normal. They say it's nothing. You're going to live a normal life. Oh, hell no, you won't. That's like me telling somebody that you know for a fact you are demon possessed. I'm trying to make this normal. Hey, I'm demon possessed. She demon possessed. That's all right. Everybody, you can have no. Oh hell no, man. That's not all right, though. You need to get this thing off of you, man. Okay. If anybody you are dealing with so-called, or you know somebody that are dealing with so-called genital herpes, we have the recipe by the masters sending unto us. We will forward it to your email privately. Okay, everybody understand what I just said here? I wasn't going to go into this. I told the sister I'm not going to go into this, but because she's been asking, and then certain people, and I'm seeing like, okay, this is getting ridiculous, man. Why is it somebody's doing this on purpose? Okay, all right. Don't bring, if you have to do something with somebody, go somewhere else. Don't do it in your car. If that person car, okay, but don't do anything in your car, because you, especially my Uber drivers out there, my Lyft drivers out there, you picking up a lot of people, man. Get some frankincense in your car, purify your car, man, because you are bringing things in there. Because you so-called Lyft drivers and Uber drivers back then, I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this. Back then, we didn't used to do this. You used to have a cab, a taxi. You see, the taxi, you bought the taxi to the place, you rent it. Or if you own the taxi is not your personal car. When you have a personal car, you brought your family into this. You yourself drive into this. You got your friends driving into this. You got all sort of people getting in and out of your car. Something is about to be in there. That's why a lot of you are catching hell. Purified your car with frankincense and myrrh. Wash the car and purify it. Speak to it. Tell everything that is good, stay. Everything that is bad, leave. That is why you used to have a taxi. You used to rent it. The taxi, you bring it to your house, and it's something that you walk on. But when you have personal stuff, there's a personal spirit on it. We got to be very careful, brethren. All right? Beloved, forgive me for rumbling and mumbling about this. Let us begin the prayer today. And after the prayer, I will touch lightly on what I said. I know I'm going to receive email, people trying to tell me, oh, well, you do, should I go out there and haul myself out? And that's not what that is. So we'll talk a little bit about this, brothers, okay? And things like that. All right, beloved. Today is our 19th days of fasting and asking for the mighty one to give us the kingdom back. All right. And I will somebody remind me 5 or 10 things, if you're in this type of life, you should not be doing. If you're like us, you're on a high vibration, you need to start behave differently. I believe 10 things. I have some more 5 things. I was doing some research, but anyway, beloved, let us begin. Great praise, great glory goes unto you, mighty one, you that created the heaven and the earth and everything in them. To the Zedekites in the midst of us, lend us your strength. Today is the day of leading. Today is the day for the class of the leaders, the warrior class. Today is the day of wealth and abundance. Yay! For the Zedekites, if you have your blue, thank you. Whether you are not, I am not a Zedekite. Of course, my color is many things. One of my main colors blue, so I wear it to. I have a helipad or airport upon me, so the energy will land on me. It's called energy transfer. We are here today, beloved. We are praying and asking and fasting, and ask the mighty one to give us unto blessing, and give the blessing unto us, to remove the curse that the Gentiles brought upon our land. Okay, holy and great one, we come before you, we kneel, we're asking you, Father, you that created the heaven and the earth, to fill us with the gift of wisdom, to fill us with the Holy Spirit, so we may not thread, so we may not live the same life that we were living back then. We understand that everything that we know now is according to the Gentiles. We barely have our culture. We barely have our things. We live a life of error. We live a life of breaking your law, and we don't want to do this. We just now are getting into transfer energy, of course, which is magic. Okay, magic transfer. There is no such thing as black magic or white magic. It depends on your intention. Holy and great and powerful God, may you give us more knowledge, so our brothers, our sisters may move closer to you. As we are seeing the rivers are drying, we are seeing the fires are not stopping, we are seeing the peoples are moving, and excuse me, and they are complaining how things are not getting back to normal. Yeah, indeed. We know the wars are going on over there, all over the place, in Europe, here, and America and Africa, and all over. And we are seeing the Gentiles are panicking. Now they are trying to switch and saying the so-called blacks will fight with the so-called Hispanic, and somehow they're going to be spared. Somehow they're going to live off grid. Somehow they're going to live for Mars. Somehow nothing's going to happen to them. Beloved, I'm here to tell you, you are protected. You have nothing to fear. Fear not, beloved. Of course, there are certain things out there. They are scary. For those of you who watch, will see the Instagram, what's going on over there. It is scary. Okay, it is disgusting. And then you sit there, you get angry, man. You get angry. You see a lot of people, because of their horrible and terrible behavior, you are at risk, because certain people really don't care. Okay, they could have taken the advice and slow down, yet they push the gas, and then they're going faster than anybody else, and things are happening to them, and they can transfer that stuff onto us. Just like you caught a cold, you can caught spiritual colds. You can caught a lot of things. Just like you can get attacked in the street physically, you can get attacked spiritually. In fact, 99.99% of your attack are spiritual. Holy and great and powerful and terrible God, you that created the earth, we come bowing down in front of you. We uncover our hearts. We bend the knees of our heart. May you see all our sins, all the lies, all the mistakes, all the stuff that we did. Give us a renew and right spirit within us, so we can pray and do things differently. Not the way the Gentiles saw us. We showed us. We know that they perverted our books. They perverted our lives. They perverted every single things that we are doing. We are asking you, Mighty One, to send unto us the proper things, the proper way. Of course, we are asking our people to not become freaks about certain information that we gave them. Do not become this fellow, this guy, you don't touch this fellow, don't touch that. No, you just need to be cautious. It's called precaution. That is all. Don't go out there and be this germ fellow that you don't want to be around, this and that. Please don't do this. Be a wise person. Be a wise man, a wise woman. Now you know there are certain things you're not supposed to be doing in a certain way. We will go further into this. Holy and powerful one. The heaven tremble, the earth tremble before you. The wind feel you. The sea feel you. Men cowered away from you. We say thank you for putting your blessing upon us. Thank you for not giving us into great shame and great reproach. Thank you for giving our enemy into great shame and great reproach and even greater disgrace. Yea, we are fasting. Today is our 19th day, and tomorrow will be our 20 days. And on the 21st day, we will begin reading Deuteronomy 18, verse 1 to 14. We're going to read the blessing. To the children of the Mighty One, your mouth is very powerful. Be careful of what you're saying. Say it into existence, and it will happen. Selah, so be it. We give the Mighty One great praise, great glory. We say that his will may be done in this earth as it is in heaven. Selah, so be it. We're asking you, Mighty One, to give us access to your spirits, to your angels, so we may command them, so they may go out there and perform our bidding. To all the angels, Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, from the four quarters of the universe, from the four elements, our guardian angels, from the 72 good names, from the 72 righteous name, we are calling all upon you to protect us against energy transfer, magical transfer, spiritual transfer. We are calling because we have the negative in the midst of us, the Gentiles, the skin folk, even kinfolk. The one that have horrible and terrible energy upon them, keep them at bay, keep them away. Whatever that needs to be transferred to us, may they may not come unto us. Selah, so be it. To all the others, go in the midst of the Gentiles and tie them down, hold them fast, give them nothing but trouble. Take away their pleasure, destroy their blessing. And after you done all those things, and you will come back unto us and give us the report, so we may give the Mighty One great praise, great glory. Selah, so be it. Thank you to the Holy Spirit for always being there. By the power of the great and terrible name of Adonai, we give you license to depart. Go and go perform those things and come back and tell us the results. Selah, so be it. By the horrible and terrible power of the Most High God vested in me, and he can take it anytime he felt like. I leave all of you in peace. You may go in peace, beloved. We're simply going to talk about certain private stuff. Some of you, you may be too sensitive. These listeners and viewer discretion this conversation that we're going to have, it's going to be a little bit uncomfortable for some. If you have any personal question, I will ask you to refrain of putting it in the comment board or to put it in the chat room. It would be best if you send an email respectfully. We will discuss what you disagree or whatever help that you are needed. It is time for us to drop the whole little childish things and then go around, make silly little videos and try, because something you could have called a brother and talk to the brother and ask for some information, things would have clear out. You know, you go out there making silly stuff like high school, and you know, like you're some kind of street Negro and always wanna looking for a beef. We don't do this here, okay? We don't vibrate in that low vibration, okay? Now, one thing that I was saying, brothers, concerning energy transfer. For those of you who saw the post that we made in Instagram, okay, it was an energy transfer. This fellow got something transferred onto him, okay, something transferred, and he had multiple things, okay, all right. Okay, he had multiple things transferred to them. So now there is energy transfer going out there. Since you are in this life, if you're in a high vibration, you need to behave and do things certain way. I'm not against your lifestyle. I don't know your lifestyle. However, a little advice from your fellow soldier, from your fellow servant, your fellow manservant that is in the midst, that are doing the same work that you're doing. A little advice. If you are going to get intimate with someone, don't do it on your bed where you rest your soul. You can end up effed up for life by doing this. Of course, you can do this with this person. That person have a good spirit on him. You can do this with 20 people. All those people, 25, 30 people, all those people were good people. But I can guarantee you, you will meet that one person. You will meet that one fellow. Thank you, our beloved Mara Judith Tribe of Zebulun, for the super sticker. You will meet that one guy that can F you for life. That thing's number one that you really need to watch. Things number two, you don't sleep with everyone. I understand some of us, we are greatly influenced by Noga. Some of you are Nogahites. Once you get into this understanding, there are certain things you have to be extremely careful and be very cautious. What it is right now, another thing happened. A family and the nation have a great blessing fell upon them. A great and exceedingly great blessing. And when I don't want to bring anything to the nation, because you know a lot of people are very immature, and we don't want to bring what the blessing was, but the blessing is exceedingly great and it's good. And how did they get this? Right after they did the whole core cleansing. A lot of our people are getting blessing. I don't post this on a community page or on Instagram because it's a blessing. You would have thought if one of our brothers or one of our sisters get an exceedingly great blessing in the midst of them, when you post it there, you would thought everybody will have say, "All praises to the Most High. Things are coming back to the nation." You will have your own people go out there and hate on it. Damn, man. She got this much, man. I've been trying to do this for like forever. I never get here, man. F her, F him. And they hate morph into a monster, into a demon, and that demon follow the person with the blessing, and they destroy the blessing. A Gentiles is watching this. They are pure hatred. They are pure hate. They heard one of our people get something they were trying to get all their life. They couldn't get it, but one of our people did. They will spend the entire rest of their life or the rest of the year hating on that. And demons, they fed on the hatred. And then they will suck up on that hatred, and then they come after you, and next thing you know, your blessing messed up. We made a mistake. I learned this the hard way. Thank you, beloved sister Mara Judith, Tribe of Zebulun, for the super sticker. I made a mistake. A sister in the nation that happened a year ago. She asked the nation to pray for her for a job, and she got the job. And the job was a 6-figure income, but it become a double, become somewhere around 200,000. And the sister gave the testimony, and I posted and the stuff. And when we posted, I was reading the comments. Of course, all our people, we were rejoicing. We're like, oh man, all praises, man. Hey, thank you, sis, and stuff. Then there was a comment. This comment specifically said, you are still, and I want to tell those people a giant F you, but because I have respect for you and the little ones out there, and I despise when people say you are still part of Babylon. They have no idea what Babylon is. They just repeat the same scumbag garbage they heard in the camp and the Christianity. The Babylonian system, the Babylonian land is ours. Those people have no system. They have none. They have no gods. They have no land. They have nothing. They stole everything for us. We built everything for them. People are saying, oh, well, you know, you live in America, you still live in Babylon. And then all our people, we move somewhere that we are not welcome because we don't want to be in Babylon. Everything belongs to us here. We will tell the Gentiles where to live, where to go, what time to go to sleep, where they can go, and what time to come back, and what they can say, what they can wear. No one can come in the midst of us and tell us, you are this, you are that. And that person made a comment. That person said, you are still in the Babylon system. I hope you get fired. I hope you lose this, you lose that. And that person said, because me, I was trying to get the same thing that you are going to get. I could never get it because I was black by this. The reason why you get what you get in that job, it is because you did something you weren't supposed to do. You give either cookies or you suck up for something. And that person give a scripture and stuff like that. And I removed the comment, I blocked the person. A week or two later, the sister called, and the sister was in great grief. The sister was grieving exceedingly, and she said she lost the job. I'm like, what happened? She said, I don't know. They just fired me for no reason. He said it come from above the guy or whatever. She said, I don't know why I was doing pretty well and stuff. And I understand what happened. So I don't say anything. Okay. And I pray with the sister. We pray privately. And then the sister, because of her credential, she got another job that paid way better than this one. And I didn't bring that to the nation. A lot of our people are having great success out there. They want the nation to know and hear it and give the mighty one praise. I like, no, we won't do that anymore. There are certain things that are gonna become underground. It will discuss privately. One of us is, ever since they did the core cleansing, a lot of blessing are pouring in. I'm like, sis, I'm sorry, I can't share this with the nation. Because what they're gonna do, a lot of folks that are not our people, they are not, they will, how come you are a Negro? I forgot the name, but you are a Negro. How come you make more money than me now? They will hate on it, and their hatred will morph into a demon. It will, it will follow it. That is why we don't do this anymore. And any little thing like, oh, I got a raise, I got a car and stuff. But when it comes to massive blessing that our people are retired forever, I don't bring this to the nation, because we have a lot of people that are in the midst. All they are watching is staying there and wait until you say something, and they will take it. They will be jealous. They will be jealous. That's why there are certain things that I'm going to bring for the nation. Now, it will be very private. Only those that wish to participate. I will not put it public. Only if you're interested. Then if you're interested in certain stuff, it will be given unto you. It will be explained unto you. If you wish, you can get it. If you don't, you don't get it. Because people are watching, brothers. Okay? People are watching, so they can go make video and say that if they felt like somehow you are, I don't know, somewhat successful, then you're working with the devil. And the hard time, even the white man is not successful. How are you successful? Because you're part of Babylon. They are jealous folks. You don't bring anything to them. If you know somebody in your family that is jealous of anybody, you don't let this person know anything about your life. Okay? Now, what I was talking about energy transfer. First thing first, brothers, like we said before, if you're a man, stop sleeping with many women inside of your home on your bed. If you're a woman, the same thing too. A woman, you are a natural black hole. You are a vacuum. You absorb and suck things in. Some of you are messed up. You are in your 60s and 70s. You messed up for life. You never done anything. Everything effed up for you because everything that you try, it never worked because you absorb something in your past that is still in you. Do you know that a man's seed never leave your body? A man's seed, even though you whatever that is, a man's seed, a man's seed belong in the womb. That's where it belong. It doesn't belong anywhere else. That's where it is made. And then once it is there, whether it's fertilized and bring bread, the bread get out of the portal or doesn't, it's still there. The energy is still there. And then if you're a woman, you got multiple of them in there, then you got multiple layers of spirit in there. Some of our women, they get involved in some type of industry, and then they will have multiple men bringing seed upon them and put the seed in places it's not supposed to be. There are a reason why there's an entrance sign and there's an exit sign. They have great spiritual significance. There are certain things you should never try nor do because once you do them, there are certain spirit this person transfer onto you. Especially to our women out there. And to our men, if you ever, I'm being very serious, if you ever lie down with another man, you need to stop because your judgment is apart. There is great significance into this. There's a reason why the Gentiles are pushing this upon us. There are certain things that you're courting from another man. Are you as another man? This is specifically for men. When I was studying and asked the masters, and so I questioned them about the women, they said, nah, they focus on men right now because there are certain things that you caught up, brethren, you can never get this thing off of you. Just like, beloved, if someone has a cold, let's say you go to a house and a brother or sister have a cold, or a friend of you have a cold, that person cough, and then that person give you a handshake or stuff, or you touch something that was contaminated by this person. Now, this cold is transferred to you. Whether you want it or not, it's transferred. Now, it's a cold, brothers. It's a cold, but you have it. Now, let's say the cold is, just blow your nose and it's a mild cold, and that's it. And you drink a little remedy, a little medicines and stuff, it go out on its own. But remember, you got it. It was transferred to you. Now, let's say this cold becomes severe. Let's say that you are coughing so bad, you start coughing up blood. Let's say this cold morph into something else. Bronchitis, is that what that is? Can cold give bronchitis? Any doctors in the midst? What is horrible thing a cold can manifest and get into something like, really, really bad? I know some babies, they get cold and they actually don't make it. The common cold literally took them out. Okay, it was something that was transferred to them. They weren't born with it. Remember, you weren't born sick. Sickness is, born on, transferred to. Yeah, bronchitis, pneumonia, and stuff like that. Okay, tuberculosis, really? Well, since it affected the lungs, it could be that. And let's say you get something like this, brothers. This is severe now. Those things are a hell of a lot more difficult to get rid of. It's not easy to get rid of tuberculosis or asthma. I don't even think tuberculosis is curable or something like that. Pneumonia is not so easy to kick out, like just like a common cold, you just kick it, man. The same thing goes when you go with another person, okay? Now, if you meet someone, okay, remember, we are living in the age of mask. Everybody wearing a mask. The person that you see, the big Levi that you see is not truly me. Once I get into a situation that I need to save my ass, I'm going to show you my true color. So you don't trust me. There is a mask. You live in the age social media show everything, quote unquote, seems to be positive out there. I saw a picture, you know, she got that thing, Big Levi. I saw his picture. It looked great and stuff. Okay, you saw the picture surface. Exoteric. Do you see the esoterics? Do you know what's inside of this person? By now, just like when you go places, you can see the number 10, you can see this number 12, you can read things other people can't read. You know exactly what's going on when you're watching the news, when you're talking, you see sign, you know certain things, or you have certain understanding. It's the same thing when you met certain people, you will automatically feel the spirit in this person. Wherever you lie down, if you lie down in a place constantly, you sleep there, you wake up, you sleep there, you wake up in the same bed, this thing become glue onto you, and this thing become one. So therefore, whatever energy that you have in you is trapped in there. So if you keep putting people, you bring this woman, you lie her in there, you bring another woman, lie there in there, lie there in there, and then you go sleep on top of those things, it will transfer onto you. That's why some of you are messed up for life, because you lie down with someone you shouldn't lie down, or you even tie down with someone because the church says so. You don't do those things. You don't get involved with those things. You don't let anybody touching you in your back, or if somebody's coming behind you, that person don't make you hear, start talking so you can turn around, and then you let this person touching you. Don't let anybody do it. If anybody come up in you and touch your spine, your kundalini, so to speak, without your permission, without even that person sneak behind you and touch you, this is really bad. Okay? Second thing, you don't give everybody money. I'm talking about, quote unquote, the so-called homeless. Not everybody in the street is a homeless. They have people out there that are doing those things. You know what they do? They go ahead and they take money from certain people and they do stuff with the money, and then you keep getting broke, they keep getting money. I'm not telling all people to be rude, to be stingy and stuff, but there are certain people in your life you need to cut them off. They bow too much. You gave unto them too much. We have a sister in the nation. She is called a rescuer. This is a horrible thing. You always have to rescue people. Rescue you. Wait a minute. I rescued you yesterday from a fire. What the hell are you doing in this fire again? Now, every day you have to keep rescuing this person in the same fire. One day you're not going to make it out of that fire. Stop rescuing people that don't want to be rescued. Some people love the burning building. They love the burning house. Leave them in there. It's not like you being rude, brethren. You know, hey man, hey, I did everything for you. Some of you are couples, some of you are married, but one of you in that marriage is very immature. You're very irresponsible with money. That person always spent all the money. That person is selfish. That person spent all their money, and then you save yours. And then when it comes to help in the house, you do the thing. You need to stop doing this. Again, when you're giving money to anyone, left hand, especially the so-called homeless. This guy asked for a quarter, give you the quarter, give you the dollar. You don't throw it to them. You never throw money to anyone. And your money, your wallet, some of your women, you come to work, you come from work, you're tired. That would be number 3. Okay. Number 3, you're tired, you come home, the men, you take off your clothes, you throw it on the ground. The women, you just put your purse on the ground, you go take a shower and stuff. Don't do that. Don't leave your purse and your wallet on the ground. Don't do this. Sounds superstitious, but since you shouldn't be getting involved with this lifestyle. When you're in this lifestyle, there are certain things you don't do this. Don't leave your wallet on the ground, or your pants that have your wallet in it on the ground, or your purse on the ground. Yeah, some of you may know this, some of you don't. You don't put money on the ground, or you don't put the money on your bed. You just leave it all. Every time you have the money, you put it on your bed. You don't do this. Okay, money is very significant. Money have a spirit in it. Of course, you already know everything has spirit. Certain money can make people do a lot of stuff, even though they don't have money. They don't have the money, but if they know they can get the money, they will do horrible and terrible things. Some men will do anything for money because there's a spirit in it. So this spirit, you really want a special place for it, and it belongs in your pocket, in a safe, in a drawer, something. But the money doesn't belong on the ground. You just don't put money on the ground. Some of you may live, number 4, I would say. Some of you may live with people. You don't have a house on your own, or you live in a house, there are other people, and we share a bathroom or 2 bathrooms. When you go into the bathroom, never put the soap in your pocket. Some of you don't want other people to use your soap, which they shouldn't. Don't put the soap in your pocket. That's according to the census. You don't do this. You don't put the soap in your pocket. When you do this, that means you're washing your pocket. That means every money will just fly out of your hand. And you wonder what to do with it. Some of you make good money, but you could never, like, what the hell did I do with my money? You spend it on things like, what? You bought this thing, you never use it. Okay, some of you're probably going to go somewhere, and then you go into the beach, you take a bar of soap, you put it in your pocket and stuff like that, or you go into the shower and stuff. You don't do this. Okay. Number 5, of course, you don't wear friends' clothes. Like, he has a nice shoes, let me borrow your shoes. And some of you already know that. You don't wear anybody else's shoes and stuff like that and clothes, because you are in this life. Your body is much more sensitive to energy. There are certain things you don't do. Number 6, some of you go to have you ever seen people go to those little parks? They're having a little barbecue, and you see somebody sitting on the table, those little picnic table. Anyone, have you ever seen that? I've done that before. Have you ever sit on the table, like those, picnic table, or even like any table? Don't you ever do this anymore. Don't sit on the table. There's a reason why they have chair, brethren. The sister hit that. Yeah, people sit on the table. You see the gang crowd came in, Negro. The gang crowd sit on the table, they put their feet on the chair, and they sit on the table, And then you just sit there, and then they are eating it out of their hand and stuff. Yo, you see, why can't you just sit on the table? Why can't you just sit on the table and then you eat our stuff, People sit on tables. You see this. If you have a table in your house, you don't sit on it. Okay? And some people even bake on table. They do that. Okay? They could not wait a few steps to the bedroom. They just throw. You see this in movie all the time. They throw everything off the table, and then they lay down what they're gonna lay down on the table and start serving it right down the table. Hey man, we eat here, man. What the hell? Yeah, you see this in movie all the time. You see, Gentiles do all those scumbag stuff, and we take some women, take it romantic. Oh, take me right here, right on this table. No, that's no, sir. I will not do this. Okay, yeah, no, thank you. You don't do this. You don't sit on table. There's a reason why there's chair, there's table. You don't do this. Again, beloved, if you're not in this tab, this is all like, there's a proper name for this. How could I forget the name of this? Superstition. This is all superstition. Okay, this is all superstition. But if you are in this mystical life, you are vibrating higher, there are certain things you need to stop doing. Okay, all right. You don't do this. All right. Or you see people, they sit on a chair and they put their food on another chair and they stop eating the they stop eating the food. Queen Seller, Big Levi, why would he ask me to braid his locks into mine? I do not understand this question. Why would he ask me to braid his locks into mine? I'm not quite sure what that is. Is it talking about me or somebody else? Thank you for the super sticker and the super stuff. You might want to go ahead and give us a call and explain, but I don't know what that is and stuff. Now, okay, those, I believe that's number 6 or number 7 and stuff like that. Number 8. This is, well, some of you, this happened to you. Some of you you heard this story. There's a brother in the nation, good brother call all the time, and the brother shares stuff. The brother, he's a great brother. He was doing well. Brother went to a party with one of his cousins. Okay. Again, I believe there's something about air. I will insert or the significance of air, beard and stuff like that. The brother went to a party, his cousin, they were talking, young man and stuff like that, and then that fellow gave him something. If you are in this life, stop drinking with people. When you go somewhere, somebody offer you a drink. If you're in this lifestyle, you flip the bottle upside down, you tap the bottom 2 or 3 times. And then in your heart, you said, whatever is, and this is not for me. Or you can just say, whatever is in this is not for me. Oops. And then you take a sip. James Brown, where is he when you needed him? Oh, yes. December 2006 or 2005. Okay? You don't drink with people now. Okay? You don't do this. You don't smoke with people. Some of you out there, you smoke the little marijuana. I see people do this all the time. They pass it on. Hey, I pass on this drink. You do not ever get involved in this ish. You never get involved in passing it around. This next one's going to be graphic. Never get involved in train. Some of you take the train, D train to, New York and the Utica Avenue. To the brothers out there, you know where I'm coming from. Never, ever get involved in a train wreck. For the person that asked this is pretty much universal. This is for everything. And we are working for some people. We are working on the nation. We are making some for the people that need it. But it will be without the alcohol. We were trying to ship them to you, brethren. They have alcohol in it. And some of you that, I believe I got 2 or 3 people that ordered Tiger Bull. They didn't receive it. And we have another shipment coming in. If you didn't receive your Tiger Bull, please let me know so it can be the first to receive it. Okay. This thing, they are good, but they're just like, it's just why don't I want you to ship that freaking booze, man? This is pretty much good high blood pressure and stuff. Brothers, the one that I took, ever since I took this one in April, my digestive system changed for the best. Again, when you are in this lifetime, you don't go around and drink with everyone. Somebody pass you a drink, it give it to you, you flip it, you tap the bottom. This is not mine. This is not for me. You drink. That person say, why do you do this? You say, hey, man, I just do that, I scumbag stuff. Make it stronger. Let me see. Tracy Sweet say, Big Levi, my mom had problems using ladies' room. I give her some of mine. She's been good. Yeah, the tiger bull is mighty powerful. For those of you that took it, it's still in your system. It's going to take a while for it to completely get out. Mine, I took the fellow that I told you that had the high anxiety, the other day, I think he said he once felt a little bit, anxiety, a little bit scared and stuff, then he get good. He never had it anymore. That thing is, yeah. We have for the one that we will give you some more, but this time it's gonna be more than 1 inch. It's gonna be 2 inches now. You're going to prepare it in a certain way. This thing is like when you get it, you have to get it fresh. That's why you have to get it at a certain day fresh and stuff like that. But my digestive system, brothers, work normal now. I never thought I would say something. Now I love going to the bathroom and pushing for 20 minutes or more. It's just I feel so comfortable. Back then it was a war in there. Back then you have the neighbor knock on my bathroom door and then serve me a subpoena because of the disturbance. Back then when I'm going to the bathroom, scientists have to come there to measure, to take sample of stuff because this was never done before. Back then when I'm to go in there, everybody leave the house. I have to pay them so they can go to a hotel or motel and stay there. Back then, if I have to go to the house, they have to call the firefighters and make sure they're on standby and standing there with a hose. Make sure they cool off things when I'm done. Back then, a lot of stuff will happen. Right now, when I'm going there, people are walking, throwing flowers in front of my feet, and I'm walking there and like, Shirley, if I make sure you drop that deuce well for me, I'm like, that's right, man. I'm going to go there. I'm walking there with pride. And when I'm sitting there and I'm just meditating, everything went like, well, the way it's supposed to because of this thing. It's just amazing. But I had a little bit more advance in this. But anyway, when you are drinking with people, brethren, you don't some of you smoke with, to my smokers out there, don't do this, man. Don't smoke with people. Is smoking bad? I don't know. I know it's not bad. Is drinking bad? I don't know. It's not bad. But brothers, don't drink with people. Don't smoke with people. As if you are now in this life, you're on a higher vibration. You don't need you don't need to pass around this energy that's been passing on because it's transferred to him. I don't know what this dude had. You give me this drink, yo man, I'm cool, man. Hey, what do I mean? Take this, Negro. I'm dealing with some hish right now. No, I'm cool. If you want to smoke your stuff, you go by your own. You go somewhere, not in your house. I will suggest you go somewhere and you smoke. You done with it, you good. Let me say I don't have that much time left. Okay, you don't do that. Okay, I believe number 9. What was number 9? 9 and 10. I didn't write them down. Number 9. You don't give. Did I say anything about the windows? You don't give or receive things through the windows. For instance, you open the window, somebody give you something, you say, hey, here's your clothes, here's your food, or you just take it out of the window, you put it inside. You don't do things like that. Okay? Number 10, we talked about this ages ago. You do not have a hotel. Most likely you do own a hotel. What you say about eating with hands out of video on Facebook? Did I say something like that? Yes, the windows is number 9. And number 10, above all, which one of you that own a hotel or a motel here? Thank you, Geneva Smith or something. Well, for the super sticker. Which one of you that own a motel or hotel? Which one of you that own the windows or portals? The windows in your house is very spiritual, just like a door in your house is very spiritual. When you're when you do this, when you go, and our language in Creole, they said what motre voler woot, which literally translate if you getting inside your house through your window or you're getting things through your window, they said you are showing thieves another way to get inside your house. When you do this, there are spirit watching. They will get whatever that you are. You transferring things inside of your house. Your windows are not made for things to get in and out of it. Okay, all right. Your windows is a very stuff like that. Spiritual things. But anyway, no one here own a hotel and motel and Salvation Army or a homeless shelter. You don't? Anybody own things like that? You could. Which one of you own a motel, a hotel? I don't want to be this guy and assume you don't. No, yeah, Airbnb is different. Excuse me. I will talk about the Airbnb people out there. You need to protect your house. You got Haitian there. Okay. All right. That is the reason why you don't let anybody come and sleep in your home. I don't have a hotel here, Negro. You can't come over there and spend the night. Just chill. I don't have a park here. This isn't the Salvation Army. But brother, I'm down on my luck and so, hey man, I understand and things like that. There are certain people, brothers, you don't let them sleep in your house. Some of them, you don't let them in there. Point blank period. Some of you, the Christian churches told you, oh, if you find a homeless in the street, bring that person in your house. Be extremely careful. Be extremely careful. We talk about this since for some of you might be remember, we talk about this since day one here. A lot of our people, they got good heart. They helping this couple, this person. They let them inside their house. They gave them food. They clothed them. They did everything to them. How did they repay them? How did those people ever repay you? When you let them sleep in your home, you do things like that and stuff. One brother got this fellow come, slash the tire, burn the bed. If he wasn't there, the whole house would have get. Some people, they will repay you bad because they have a spirit in them. When you invite them, you let them sleep in your house, they don't see it as an act of kindness. They see the act of, I'm better than you. I have a house, you don't. Everything that you do in front of those people, they see it as a pride. They see you as arrogant. Oh, just because you got your place now, you can talk to me anyway. Hey, man, man, just because you got this little place here, you don't even own it, you don't rent it. Or you own this because your mom died and left it for your father. Blah, 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 blah. They will see everything that you do with pride. They will not be grateful, brothers. I don't want to be this guy that tells you to go out there and be mean to people, but be very careful. Some people have horrible experience. They have people they help. They're trying to get this person in a room until this person got back to their feet. Now you understand there's spirits and energy out there. Certain people that have H, like, hey man, hey, tough luck, Negro. Hey, but can I sleep on that? I understand, man, but I can't right now because my husband, my wife, my children, my dog. Talking about dog is one thing, is one animal that you need to get in your house. Big Leaf, I don't sit too well with his. I don't sit too well with those things because they are freaking annoying, but they are the excellent animal to get in your house. Okay? For my people with Airbnb, you need one of those animals to get there. For my people with Airbnb, you need to lock up your house. You need to put something there that if somebody come up, if somebody have a spirit on them, that thing will stay outside your home. Person can sleep in there. When that person get out and leave your home, it will get these spirits and that person cannot get in there. Scissor, fork, spoon, double sniff. Put it in your door. You need a cat. A black cat would have been a white cat, a gray cat. Any cat is good. You need a cat in your home. That's one of the best animals that will get inside of your home. And you need a dog out of your home. The dog is the outside animal. Protect the house from outside. The cat is the one that get in there. The cats, if you have a cat in your home, you most likely you will not deal with like evil or bad spirit. The cats will chase them out. Have you ever asleep, you hear the cat running around the house, You know, it's like they are chasing a cat or chasing a mouse or whatever. Things are knocking down and they piss you off while you're trying to make a video and publish at the premiere. And those freaking things keep giving birth in the house. And then when you left the door open, they're climbing in there and then we'll be in the bed with you. And when you're all sleeping and then you flip over on the other side and you hear meow and this thing starts scratching you because we roll over it. You didn't even know that thing was there. And then your daughter came in like, oh, daddy, I know you don't like cats. You're trying to kill. I ain't trying to kill this freaking beast. He came in my room. I was asleep. This thing like to sleep over there next to me. And that thing startled me. And I start screaming. And then apparently the cat screamed louder than me. So I didn't know that thing was there. And all those nonsense and stuff, you know, that's what they do. You know, cats, they do that. If a cat's like to be laying on you and stuff, that means you have a positive energy. If you go anywhere, a cat come to you and rub themselves on you, you leave them. They can feel your energy. If somebody came into your home and that cat start hissing at that person, get a shotgun and I don't know where you're gonna shoot. A cat is excellent. That is if you can afford them, because everything is freaking expensive right now. Some of you are allergic to cats. Cat can be inside and outside, but the cats would be best to be an inside cat, you know, in outside cat good, and the dog would be outside dog. And then you recommend the dog. There are certain words you say to the dog. You say, you're a creature of the mighty one, and I'm your owner. Your job is to make sure nothing get in here. Everything good, they may get in, and everything bad, keep out. Well, the Egyptian, it's not like they worship cats. Remember, Abraham taught the Egyptian, okay? We taught them, we build the Egyptian system. Every system around the earth, we build them. It's just they are perverted. They perverted everything. Everything we gave them, they freaking perverted it and stuff. Oh, man, I think it's time for me to go. Okay. All right, so it is always good, my people with the Airbnb, you put the scissor, the spoon, the stuff, you tied it up with the words, each words, you said it, each words, you say that, you put it in a black plastic bag, you put it on your door, you seal your house, nothing get in and stuff like that. Okay, when every, like I would say every 90 days, if you have a Airbnb, you light up some frankincense in there, you purify the home. Okay, you make some holy water, you map the whole place, make sure all those evil, whatever bad spirits somebody will bring in there, and then you bring it out. Okay, if you have an Airbnb house, I will never tell you to sleep on the bed that, you know, those people been sleeping in. You know, just leave those beds for other people. Okay. It's not like something is bad with them or you're gonna catch in the spirit. That's not what that is. But it is always good. You know, it is always wise to do those things. It is always wise to always do your business in a hotel, in a motel, somewhere comfortable, and then you know, just lie and say, I wanted it to be romantic, and you light a candle. The candle is not for romantic. The candle is there for protection and light. Whatever this person have, you ask this person, are you clean? Oh, yes, I am. The candle is there to prevent, you know, you not catching things, because our people, we are catching that genital herpes and all that stuff, which indeed we have the genital herpes cured by our master. Okay, we will give it to you if you need it. You send us an email. We'll send it to you. You will do it. And then once you do the period, you go test it again. If you don't have it, let the nation know so we can give it, excuse me, to more people. For the people out there, if you're not familiar with Olympic gold medal, before you jump in like, well, I want to get one, it sounds cool, ask information about it first. I don't like saying anything here because they have dogs and swine. We only have 3 left. Okay, again, for the people that haven't received the Tiger Bull, please let me know so I can send yours when the shipment get here. I don't know, it may get it, it may not get it. Okay, brothers, let's be respectful about this. Okay, ask, question, meditate. Okay, since you're fasting, meditate on the stuff that we talk about. Okay, brothers, please, beloved. Yeah, Matthew 7 and 6, brothers. There are certain things we don't share. Those things we share them with you because they are positive, they are good things. To my brothers out there, My cookie monsters, slow down, man. This isn't the time. You need to rethink your life, man. That goddamn cookie is good, I know, man, but yo, we got brothers that this thing literally destroyed them. We are dealing with a brother now. This thing it caused a great destruction in his life. He knew. He said, "The Most High really got me because I was an addict to cookies." It's something, we have to be very careful. If we were one nation, brothers, okay, if we were one people, okay, we were in the land, we were on all high vibration, it wouldn't be a problem. Right now, you don't know what you're getting. This cookie look like chocolate chip. When you eat it, there ain't chocolate at all. It was something else. We have to be very careful, man. There are that is if you're a Gentiles, you're watching this, those are garbages. Everything that I say here are garbages. But beloved, now you're living another time. It is always good to get in contact with someone that is somewhat in your own spiritual level and stuff. Because when transfer is made, things are not going to stop. Oh, Psalm 51. Man, do I have time for Psalm 51? I think we do. Psalm 51. I completely forget about this. Boy, give me a second. Psalm 51. Boy. Okay, brothers. All right. That's why a lot of rich white women, they don't sleep with Negroes. That's why you got our black men. They are super rich. They are in the NBA, and then they go ahead. They took the most quote unquote beautiful white women that and then they sleep with this woman, and the next thing you know, those men become bankrupt. A lot of our black men, a lot of our men, or any other men out there, they get money, they go looking for this woman, and the next thing you know, they lost everything. This woman gained everything. Even Eddie Murphy had a stand-up about this billionaire that married this woman, and then he become, she owned half of everything that he owned. Especially you two women out there, there are certain men, you don't lie down with, because things change, man. It's not the same. All right, to the men out there, be very careful, brothers. Okay, yes, the Instagram is Big Levi 12. Be forewarned, brethren. The Instagram, there are some stuff up there that are pretty upsetting. It's not good. All right, if you're a man out there, you come onto a little wealth. Yes, you don't have to do anything. The cookie, it will come. It's just that's how it works. It will come, brothers. It's not any little popularity. It will come. Bakery, you don't have to go to any bakery. They will come after you. It is up to you now. Okay, so man, I don't know about this bakery, dog. Let me see. It looked like a bakery, but I'm seeing sausages and salami hanging on the ceiling. What the hell is this? Anyway, be careful of the Transformers out there. But Psalm 51. Have mercy upon me, Almighty One, according to thy loving kindness, according unto the multitude of thy tender mercies. Blot out my transgressions, wash me thoroughly from mine iniquity, and cleanse me from my sins. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sins is ever before me. Against thee only have I sinned, and done this evil in thy sight, that thou mightest be justified when thou speakest, and be clear when thou judgest. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, thou desirest truth in the inward parts, in the hidden parts thou shalt make me to know knowledge. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean, and wash me, I shall be whiter than snow. Of course, Psalm 51 verse 7 in Latin or in English and French is the psalm that you use to make holy water. You can make holy water in a multiple way, but this is one of the way. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which thou hast broken may rejoice. Hide thy face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, Almighty One, a renew and right spirit within me. Okay, cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit from me. Restore unto me the joy of thy salvation, and uphold me with thy free spirit. Then I will teach transgressors thy ways, and sinners shall be converted unto thee. Deliver me from blood guiltiness, O Yahweh. Thou art the mighty one of my salvation, and my tongue shall sing aloud thy righteousness. O Lord, open thou my lips, and my mouth shall shew forth thy praise. For thou desirest not sacrifice, else would I give it. Thou delightest not in burnt offering. The sacrifices of the Most High God Almighty are a broken spirit and a broken and contrite heart, Almighty One, thou will not despise. Do good on thy good pleasure unto Zion, build out the walls of Jerusalem, then thou shalt be pleased with the sacrifices of righteousness, with burnt offering and whole burnt offering, then shall they offer bullocks upon thy altar. Okay. Yes. Of course. I forgot about the whole dog. With the monkey slaves, they have found 2 cowboy men, and their dog is infected with monkeypox. I have no idea how the poor animal caught it, but hey, it transferred from people to animal now. So some of you are probably dog sitters out there making a little money with dog sitter. Be careful, man. It's just this world has become very precautious now. Everything is cautious now. Brothers, okay, all right, we share those knowledge with you. We don't want you to become a freak out there. Please don't become a freak. The sister liked the song with the light verse. Yeah. Altar. I forgot all about that video, but anyway, it's somewhere around. Don't become a freak. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want you to, you're going to transfer energy to me and stuff. You have those knowledge. Use them wisely. Use them discreetly. That is why you have your own pentacle. That is why some of you have certain things. They will not reach unto you, because if they come, they see, they flee. There's a reason why some of you have the previous people have the Olympic gold medals. One of our brothers have won. He was dealing with certain things. It stopped. We are not telling you those things to go stunt on people and purposely, give people money with left hand. And then you're like, that's right, I'm right hand, but look at my left hand, Negro. You don't know what that means? No, you don't go out there and do the scumbag stuff. You do everything discreetly. You don't become a freak. Just like those diet freaks out there. That doesn't mean you know anything. You just do something differently. You just give that thing, differently. Okay? I mean, some of you, don't be vulgar. That's the right word. Mom? Fini? All right. Okay, please, beloved, use this thing discreetly. Do not get stuff to people and things like that. Yeah, very righteousness. Okay. Yeah, that's what that is, Rendo. It's a pentacle of Michael. Okay, but it's made by sensei. They are properly sanctified and consecrated by sensei itself. Those things are no joke. That's what I told people. If you're not in complete need of it, don't get it. If you need information, we will tell you what it is capable of. Okay. And then we will talk about certain things. All right, beloved. For those of you that are new here, welcome. I haven't said this for a long time. Welcome. Thank you for being here. You are not supposed to subscribe to our channel. I will advise you don't do this. Don't make my channel a part of your, your life. You come here, you check whenever, whenever, if I pop up in your description, recommendation, okay. But if you come here, we don't have like a community here and stuff. We are all information sharers. We come, we share information. I share some with you, you share some with me. Okay. All right. So we good and we're moving on. Then again, beloved, do not become a freak show about this. Don't go around and you don't want to be around this person. You don't want to be around that person. I'm not going to lay down there. I'm going to become a celibate person. That's like the worst thing you can do. Become like doing what Christians say. I'm not going to have anything because I'm afraid. Don't you ever do this. Don't you ever say this. The only thing you should be afraid is the Most High God Almighty. If you need to work on yourself, you work on yourself, then you get yourself someone. A man was never meant to be living alone, and women the same. Right now, there's a lot of fish out there, understand. If you're going to do something, don't do it out of fear. Okay, that's what it is. The cookies can smell the wealth, man. That's what it is, brothers. There's nothing we can do about this. There are certain things you can never change. That's what it is. You know, it's what it is. Okay, all right, beloved. There's nothing I can say and do about this. Okay, all right. Oh, if I had to teach you Creole, that would be. I'm horrible at that. My Creole. Did you know I don't speak the Creole that other people speaking to? I had this problem since I was a child. Just like my English is not like any. My English is very coded. Anyway, just like the Bible, it's a codex. We have to speak in code. We cannot mention dinero. We have to mention flowers. Why? Because the other guy. Remember, you have two. You have your angel, you had the fellow. Once you said, hey, how much is this? And I said, it's this and dinero, you will be black. But once you use flowers, they will block you from getting like, I don't know, 100 flowers. But you know, you're not talking about flowers because anytime you are doing anything relating to mystical work, you don't refer to monetary fund as you refer to something else. Because if you try to work and get this thing, and some of you say, hey, let me do this and stuff, let me go get it and stuff to the bank, you get into an accident. A sister actually put hers in her account, and you know, she was sending it to me, the bank took it. Because the other guy is listening and he know you're trying to get rid of him. But if you talk about flowers, he will black every flower shop. Don't be surprised the next flower shop that you know caught on fire. Don't be surprised your flowers that you have, somehow somebody come and steal all of them because that's what you said. Okay? All right? Be very careful when we are talking, brothers. When it comes mystically, you have to use code. That's why the Bible is an entire codex. Dogs and stuff are listening. Beloved, you go in peace, okay? Okay? You go in peace, beloved. All right? Yeah, man. That freaking cookie, man. That thing, brother. Again, I don't like to talk about those things, diet and baking, because people got the Gentile mind. They think they know righteousness. And like, you don't know shit about this thing, man. Shut the hell up. Fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the King reign forever.